How's it going, guys? My name is RickySenpai and welcome to a new video. After big news hearing from Bandai Namco that there is going to be a new Dragon Ball Z RPG game, and to my excitement, man, I was over the moon, because we've all known Dragon Ball Z, as a fighter. A lot of the games that they do come out with is basically, all about fighting. But for me, someone who really enjoys RPGs a bit more than the traditional fighters, I was really stoked when I heard the news, so anything relatable, because I know in the past and that there have been some hints on the game being kind of turned into an RPG. We finally get it. So my only concern with this is that I hope they do it right, because from what I've heard and what I've read already and news on it is it's going to be based on Goku's life in Dragon Ball Z, going through, I think if I'm correct, it goes through all the different arcs through to Cell and when he meets Frieza. So I hope that when they do it justice and they do tell it right, because there's still heaps of news left to come out. So when I heard about this, I was just chilling. I was watching I was actually watching reruns of Dragon Ball Z, and my phone went off, and then I saw there on Instagram that Bandai Namco just announced that a trailer's come out for the Dragon Ball Z RPG game. So stoked as I was, jumped online, had a look at different news websites and stuff, just to make sure that I'm not really spitting any lies. But after seeing it and even after hearing about it, I was so stoked. So I haven't seen the trailer yet. I've only seen little snippets. I'm sorry, I've seen little snippets on Instagram, but it referred you to go to watch the full trailer. So I haven't seen the trailer, and now I'm gonna give it a watch, and just to kind of dive down and see what the game's all about, because anything Dragon Ball Z related, I'm a huge fan, being a huge anime fan. Anything related to DBZ, and when I mean DBZ, not so much Super but original Dragon Ball Z, is epic. So I'm really looking forward to see what they offer this time, because if they do it right, then man, this could be one of the great games in the making. So let's get into it. This is Dragon Ball 2 Xenoverse. Xenoverse was it's an alright game. Fighter Z, that's what everyone's playing right now. It's a really good game. I really like the side-scrolling aspect to it. A lot of the boys in Asian gaming, they play it quite a lot, so they're fanatics at the game.
True warriors are
It's young Gohan, Goku.
never-ending search for the ultimate fight.
The first time Goku and Piccolo meet, man, it's epic battle. And then we all know from then on Piccolo becomes Gohan's actual dad, because he actually looks after him. Because all Goku does is just train.
Determination.
King Kai. See, that's Nappa.
Despair.
And Vegeta getting his ass whooped like normally. This Frieza saga here was second best arc of the series in my opinion. Second only to Cell. Classic Spirit Bomb, which took which took like 20-30 episodes to happen. And when Goku first turned Super Saiyan,
This is the story of Goku, the one they call Kakarot.
Kame House, Capsule Corp. Shenron. Dragon Ball game, Project Z action RPG. So as we can see, it comes out PS4, Xbox One, Steam. Looks like it's being run on the Unreal Engine. Toei Animation, obviously Bandai. Yeah, so basically that was a trailer there, and a little bit teased there, just for the people there who are really excited for the game. And it's good that they've gone back to the core story of Dragon Ball Z, or what the series was, because I think there's a lot of people out there, especially people this generation. Most of the 90 kids know about their story, but a lot of the people who, a lot of the younger generation who've kind of watched Super and not really knowing just how badass it was, Dragon Ball Z was, when they used to play those Bruce Faulkner soundtracks, OSTs. My God, man, it's still in my opinion, Bruce Faulkner makes the best OSTs. You know, you guys probably hate this guy. You know, likes the subtitled type OSTs and, you know, Dragon Ball Z and dub. Dragon Ball Z is probably the only anime that I will ever watch in dub. But back to the subject. But Project Z, from what we've seen in that, it looks like they're going through just a retelling of the story, and I'm hoping that the RPG kind of gives you the aspect where, you know, you get to journey around, you get to, you know, maybe open up hidden story plots and paths of, you know, the different characters, kind of explore a little bit more, because you did kind of explore in Xenoverse and stuff like that, but not really. It wasn't really, how would I say it wasn't really kind of you know, it didn't really mean much to the game overall, but I feel like with an RPG you can tell the story a little bit better. You can kind of just veer off, create your own path a little bit better, because RPGs usually tend to have a good story, you know, big massive story that they can back up. And I know Dragon Ball Z, for this game here, Project Z, they can do a really good job, and I just really hope that they take into account that this game is just as important to the original fans of the DBZ series, the 90s kids, the same way it's gonna be fun and important to the fans of now. Because if there's one thing that they can do wrong, is that they can try and appease the fans who have just become fans because of Super. Because people of Super will be curious to know what was this Dragon Ball Z story about, because, you know, I've got younger family members who've seen like one episode of Dragon Ball Z and they're like, man, what is that? I can't stand it. Like, what's going on here? You know, the animation's so bad. But in my opinion, the animation in, you know, DBZ, you know, the old art style was way better than what you do now, because now it just seems like it's just a few bunch of outlines and some coloring. You know, it wasn't. But maybe I'm just a fan of Dragon Ball Z characters being overemphasized, big muscular guys. So I really hope that they do a really good job with this game. You know, trailer, you know, I'm 50-50 about it still. I wish we could have seen more, maybe a bit more fight scenes and stuff, but I am happy with the way the trailer turned out. For the game it is, you know, I'm really excited for it to come up. You know, I'm going to be covering it as well, and yeah, that's why I'm really excited. So as soon as I heard the news, I just had to get on it. So I thank you guys for joining us with this video. If you guys do like the content that you are watching now, and if you want us to do different videos, just type it in the comment section below and let us know what you guys want us to talk about, you know, watch and stuff. You know, we can get there, you know. So thank you so much for your support. My name is RickySenpai, and as always, sweet ass.